Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new campaign series here today on the channel. We're back on Total War Rome 2. We're going to be starting a brand new Divide et Impera Arverni series. We're going to be playing as the GAULS. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like. Subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. I'll put in the description below DEI if you guys would like to download it and play along with me. I've been craving some Rome 2 on the channel, but to be honest, I sort of like and prefer playing as sort of Roman Hellenic factions, but I thought I would mix things up and play as the Gauls. The main objective of this series is to unite the Gauls, become the king of the Gauls, and then eventually forge a barbarian kingdom in Italy, throwing back the Romans from whence they came.
The Gauls. They would rather lie slain in battle than lose the freedom gained by their forefathers. My legions march north. The nights grow long and the wolf grows hungry. Rome demands blood. I will be outnumbered. The valor of my men stretched to breaking. The enemy? Merciless. The Senate expects defeat. Yet the goddess Fortuna favors the bold. They must be divided, scattered, conquered. I will trade their blood for power.
Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. It's snowy in France. Oh, it's so campy. I love it. So, gotta say a huge thank you to the DEI team, of course, for making this fantastic mod for Rome 2. Let's get stuck into the series. So I briefly mentioned before, I do personally prefer playing sort of more Roman and Hellenic sort of factions. A bit of a Romophile, but I thought we'll mix things up on the channel. I haven't played as too many barbarian factions. The Gauls have some of the best swordsmen in the game, and I thought uniting the tribes in France, modern day, and then sort of, we've got a bit of a blueprint historically. If we can forge what was sort of the Austro-Gothic kingdom, become the king of the barbarian king of Italy, I think we can do that. So, let's dive into some negotiations. So we've got Massalia to the south, we've got Bract to the north. Military victory-wise, we need to hit 80 regions. Here is our king, of course, King Osirix. So we've got 3 dominant tribes and 1 cancel in our mix, which we really have to watch out for. We are currently a chiefdom, but eventually, once we unite the tribes and kick off the Gallic Wars, we could transition to a tribal confederation, potentially. But we have 1 settlement. It's one of the harder campaigns. Alrighty, let's dive into diplomacy. So let's sort by happiness. I think negotiating with Massalia first is a good idea, as they are a Hellenic faction. They're probably more than likely to attack us. We do have the option to confederate with some of the tribes, so hopefully we can do that, maybe with the Pictons or the Aedui. So we've got some good relations to start off with Massalia. The Pictons to the north. Trade rights, non-aggression, military access. Things seem to be coming up for the Arverni. We do start off with a fantastic resourcing goal. We have a gold mine. And we've got horses as a resource, of course. So that is going to be crucial for the series. You might try and focus some tech to try and get that up nice and high, but I think uniting the tribes, uniting Gaul under the Arverni banner is the play, And then depending on how aggressive the Roman AI is, we could very well push down and take the entirety of Italy. But you never know, we could maybe have a stint in Britannia, if that's something you'd like to see, depending on how aggressive the Iceni are as well. The Britons can cross the British Channel and invade like Normandy and stuff. Maybe go down to Spain. I don't know, let me know in the comments. So looking at our potential enemies, we want to try and get as much trade rights as we can. I think just looking at what we're working with, probably pushing for Bract is the play. Technology-wise, we want to try and get... what are we better off going for? Civic gives us some really nice public order bonuses. I think going with military upgrades is probably the play, as we are going to be quite aggressive from the get-go. We'll upgrade our gold mine in our province. Oh! Huh. So we can build a gold mine, but if we upgrade our province, we can get more gold. I think going with a Warrior's Lodge is probably the play to get more units. Now, what units are we working with? Baggage train, that's good to get in the future at some point. I think just getting some Gallic swordsmen earlier on. We want to try and get a full stack before we push against Bract. Now, Bract, the city of Bordeaux is a little bit hard to take. It's got a rather large garrison, but if we can get access to a port, we're going to be able to make this campaign 10 times easier. We can send and flog out our Gaulish gold, because historically we have some of the best smithing, we have some of the best gold and mineral artworks. Looking at our other forces, we are obviously the green, so let's try and get some more men from our tribe. Cavalry is definitely going to be the play for this series. So if I can get a decent amount of heavy barbarian, like chosen swordsmen, and then a bunch of cavalry, I would love it. So let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. I love Rome too. It's such a good game now, but you have to play with DEI. It's really, really good. So I would like to do more Rome 2 on the channel, but it's depending on you guys. Depending on how well this series, the Athens series, did fantastic. Thank you guys for that. But if you want to see more, I'll do it. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. Okay, war declared, Massalia and the Aedui. Oh, okay, and the Volcae. So they're going towards Toulouse and north. That's interesting. Alright, my spy has made its way down to Bertigala. Are there any sort of things we can do here just to level you up? Oh, why can't you sabotage the settlement? We got the cash. Maybe it's not a high enough level. Try sabotage the army then. And failed, great. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. I've skipped a little bit ahead as we were slowly but surely convalescing in Neomonis. I have a full stack of 20 here with 7 more coming on the way eventually, but I feel like we need to strike Bertigala now to unite the entire province of Aquitaine. They are at war with a faction that I can't see, so we're going to be going to war with Bertigala. King Orcerix is going to try and siege them out, but looking at that straight away, the auto resolve is not in my favour. So we might have to siege them out for some time. I might even be better off just to recruit more here, because I want them to attack me. If we siege them out for a bit, we will need a lot of siege equipment. I want to get a couple of battering rams, a couple of siege towers before we can go in. But we've got plenty of money at the moment. We've got a huge war chest reserve. We're making about 2,000 per turn, just due to our gold mine. So we do start off with a hard initial challenge. Depending on how diplomacy rolls, you really can get rushed and smacked, because if we didn't make that alliance with Massalia, you never know, they could have attacked us or the Aedui. Oh, Massalia want a defensive pact. Yes, I'll accept that. We're making 2k a turn, it's fine, I don't mind giving away that. So the Gauls and men of Massalia have united. I do like the port of Massalia quite well, but at the moment we have bigger Gaulic fish to fry. Let's say. We need to focus on uniting the tribes, isolating them one by one. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. So, we'll allow my other army to maybe come in. Can we get some more mercs or something? No. Maybe pushing you in here. Can you get more mercenaries? Nah. Damn. Okay, I've decided to give it one more turn just to get that extra piece of siege equipment. But the time is now. We have a rather large fight early on. We got 6,500 against their 530. So we're going to have a massive 10,000 man battle in the first episode. Let's have the battle for Bertagala, 276 BC. Okay, guys, well, welcome to the campaign map. It is snowy. If we can get sort of a day where it's a bit drier, I'd prefer that. I don't know if we're going to get much better than that. We're going to have to start the deployment. So we're fighting in the thick snow of modern-day Bordeaux. Let's have a look at the city and what we're working with. So we have 2 battering rams, 4 ladders to make the assault. Once we secure the port of Bertagala, modern-day Bordeaux, we're going to be laughing. I'm assuming there's going to be a... I don't know, because like in medieval times there was a huge wine resource there. I wonder if that sort of translates to 276 BC. It's obviously been... well, it's quite a fair few years, obviously, a couple of thousand. So, we'll try and spread and divide our army up adequately. Now, as we are fighting in the snow, our men are going to tire quicker, and it's definitely going to help the defenders. It's going to be cold and wet, a slow and arduous siege. But hopefully, the brave men of Gaul can rise to the occasion. So, we do have some heavier units as well, along with the man, the myth, the legend, Orsorix, soon to be the king of Gaul, uniting the tribes in the first episode here today. But it's probably going to take us quite some time to take what was considered Gaul, because like in the trailer, we are being the forefathers in that trailer. The only sort of Gaulish trailer I could find was Caesar in Gaul, and it's still quite a fair few years before Caesar comes about, and the triumvirate, as the Punic Wars are only going to be launching up. So, looking at our units now, Tier 1, especially sieging in the sort of initial campaign, we're going to probably lose a lot of casualties. These guys aren't your most competent, most heavily armoured, and quality Hastati, you could say, and a lot of them are quite lightly armoured. We are attacking a rather large castle as well, but I think doing it the quicker the better, because if we go against other tribes, we're going to have a harder time trying to push this. So we'll move my archers up, try and burn down some of the arrow towers, and we'll get our siege equipment up. I think we've got enough. I think 4 siege towers and 2 battering rams was definitely worth the siege weight. And we have further reinforcements coming from this side, but it's absolutely blowing a gale in Gaul. Alright, let's push here. Alright. But if I was to do more Rome 2 on the channel, let me know in the comments. Yeah. I really enjoyed that Athens series, and you guys as well. So, depending on how well this sort of Gaulish series does, we could do more. Maybe we do some more barbarians. Maybe playing as the British Iceni, the Germanic Swabi, or maybe playing as like the Spanish, the Iberians. They're not fighting with overly well crafted stuff as well. The heavier variants have swords and axes, but some of them are fighting with hammers and like hammers and maces. Our slingers are pushing up here to try and put some pressure on the Bertagalan garrison, and they seem to be skirmishing and trading quite well. The quicker we can break the arrow towers and siege lines, the better. We're slowly but surely making our way up and over the walls, but it looks like the arrow tower has been engulfed on that far side. Let's redirect my firepower over here. You never know. Like, we could unite Gaul a bit easier, depending on how well we confederate. Oh! Looks like someone else is coming out to be slightly aggressive here. Have we got cavalry nearby to like, quickly react? Oh, no one's over there. Just those units coming in. Alright, let's send some units in to stop that. They're coming out to engage the siege equipment, because I'm not going to lie, that is a legitimate strategy. Trying to stop the siege equipment coming up, allowing the arrow towers time to burn them down. Okay, let's get some of my archers now to focus upon this cluster. I kind of wish... Is there a mod that allows you to make sort of uncultural coalitions and like confederations? Because like if we unite France, right, we unite Gaul, and we have like a military alliance with Massalia for years, it'd be kind of cool if we could access both of the pools, like have a Hellenic Gaulish confederation. Alright, my ladders are now up on the walls, and let's try and flood in as best we can. There's another unit there on the outside. Send the king and some cavalry. The tower's been destroyed. Oh, that one on this far side. Good, 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 good. Alright, you can move closer up. It's pretty hard to tell how this fight's going. About a 50, 55. Our siege equipment is slowly getting to the walls, not too unharassed. That's fine. Yeah, so I'll put in the description below DEI and some of the sub mods I am using as well, because I kind of like to tweak DEI to my personal specifications. Because sometimes the battles can go for like so long. I think there's even like a realistic one where you can like play a battle that goes for like an hour if you really, really want to. That'd be cool if you did like a full Roman campaign and play with like all the realism stuff. It'd take you like a month. It'd be worth it. Or maybe I should do as Rome. Maybe we haven't actually... My god, I'm trying to think the last time I played as a Roman campaign in DEI. I've only ever done one, and that was like probably 5 years ago. That was before they had that huge update with the baggage trains and supply and culture and the population mechanic as well that they put in. So maybe it's time to go back to Rome. Because just the replayability of Rome, especially in Rome 2 and most games, is just so fun. I never get sick of it, because like you got the blueprint of where you want to sort of go, but anything can sort of happen. Either as you push into North Africa, Greece, Siberia, or Gaul. Okay, a couple of guys are wavering, but so are theirs now. We're sort of struggling to go through there. Okay, we're slowly starting to waver. Come on, man, push for it. Do it for Gaul. Do it for a united France. I guess we're not really French, are we? Because, yeah, what sort of... I don't know the... I know sort of the cultural stuff for Britain. Like, it's quite easy. It's like Roman... Or it's like Celts first, isn't it? Celts, Romans, Saxons, Vikings, Normans. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing a few there, but yeah. So I'm trying to think, like, just like, I guess it was the Gauls. Like, what do modern French people now think of the Gauls? Because from the English perspective, they look up to the Saxons and their kings. What does a French person think of the Gauls? I'd assume they're quite proud. Because then the Franks came in. And I guess there was all those dynasties, wasn't there? There was the Carolingian dynasty. Charlemagne. The man, the myth, the legend. Not talking about the rapper. And then we got like modern France. Alright. I wonder what. I don't think they're probably genetically close, maybe. Because weren't the Gauls like originally, like before even this, weren't they like mostly Germanic barbarians? The thing is right with the Celts, like they're spread so far and wide throughout this campaign. So technically, if we go all the way to Anatolia, yes, Anatolia, modern day Turkey, there will be a Galatian Celtic faction that we can align with. Maybe doing that. Maybe he's having a a Gaulish Persian expansion. We will be the kings of Athens. Okay, so we're doing quite well on this far side here. We've got 5 units against like 4. We've actually somehow broken this side, and this is how we're going to try and win this siege now. If we can wrap around some of these units, starting to cause huge morale penalties. We're really struggling on that pit there. Up here as well. We don't have many more reserves to go in. What we can do actually is we can bring my generals closer up to the walls. They don't seem to be focusing their archers and skirmishers, their missiles on me, so they will be a bit safer. But to win this, we're going to need to drop constant morale buffs. But I like to be organised, guys. I like to get your feedback and suggestions so I can plan ahead for content. So if you want to see more Rome Sim, support it. It's as simple as that. Depending on the views, the likes and comments, I'll do more series. And if I've got an idea for a series, that sort of helps as well. Like for this, I was like, I want to play some Rome 2. What am I going to play? So I just like basically sat down and went through all the factions. Like, I thought maybe playing as like Persia might be quite cool, or maybe like Bactria. But I've played as Athens before, and I've done a lot of sort of Greek stuff. I just thought the Gauls are like a major faction, but I've never actually done a series on them. And uniting Gaul could be quite fun and difficult, especially on DEI. It's a little bit hard. And it's heavily RNG based, depending on if the tribes gang up on you or not. Fortunately enough for me, Massalia ganged up on everyone else. Yeah, so become king of the Gauls, unite the tribes, and then throw back our ancient enemy. Do it for Vercingetorix! Let's put Rome in shackles. But yeah, I haven't played as the Seleucids before, though that might be quite cool. Playing as one of Alexander's generals, his descendants. What did we play as well? We played as Cleopatra, didn't we, as well? Playing as Egypt, that was fun. Alright, so it's turning into a little bit of a grind here now. We are getting up on the walls, and we're trying to surround them where we can and flank. Still continuing on. We need to get some guys in the town square soon. Let's move my archers up. There seems to be a unit there. We've completely broken these guys here. I think they probably heavy spears against mediums. It's sort of been a little bit even there. We do have the numbers on them, so with sheer numbers we should be alright. Because they've got ships out there. that haven't even come in. Because usually arrow towers can take out 1,000 easy, and we outnumber them. We outnumber them by about 3, so it's not going to be that close on that front. But we've just managed to surround them where we can. My archers now are focusing upon the general in the town square. He's sitting further back. I don't know why he's sitting there. He should be cycle charging into some of my flanks. That'd rip-roar into us, I reckon. Okay, we're probably going to win on that far side. Oh, we've won on this far side. Victory. Good. We've won on 2. We just need to win on 1 more. Let's send some men into the town square. I usually try and rush the town square as quick as we can, but we haven't really had the opportunity. Maybe my archers can get a lucky shot. I wonder if we can get access to some of the famed generals. Like, you can get Boudica eventually as the Iceni. If we could get like a Minius. Oh, the enemy general's dead. Good. Well, Vercingetorix spawning. That'd be cool. So with the general dead, it looks like the town square can be captured. We will take the ancient Bertagalan tree. Yeah, so moving those generals up was definitely the play. Getting those morale buffs and enemy debuffs. I don't know why, but their ships are only just coming in now. And even though we've won basically on the walls, we should be able to initiate the countdown soon. But my men are oh, we killed another enemy general. Good. Everything is coming up. Orson Orsorix. That's easy, his name. I might need to adopt someone from the tribe because we need to marry him off. Because he's a little bit exposed. We'll be right. Oh, we've initiated the countdown now. I only need to hold it for a minute and a half or so. Just need to stack and plug the town square. We might need to counter that actually. Yeah, go for it. We don't want them anywhere near the radius. Give it a couple of feet. There we go, that should be enough. 80 seconds now. But maybe we can go back to some more 1212 AD. Still a lot of factions on that. Or any strategy game. Doesn't necessarily have to be Total War. Could be Paradox or a war game. Let me know in the comments. So our last sort of final push here. Look how much heavily armored they are. They're going to struggle to hold that. My archers seem to be isolating the guys further at the back. That's good, pinning them down. It looks like we'll take the sacred tree. And the men of Bordeaux will probably be swinging from it. Archers continue there. Even the hovels as well. It looks like kind of like a longboat. Kind of reminds me of sort of a Rohirrim style of building. Them being sort of modelled off the Saxons, and I don't think they were deliberately sort of modelled on the Gauls, but I like to think so. Sometimes. Close victory. We lost 3k. They had 5.3. That's not too bad. It seems like a lot, but they had a lot inside, and we are fighting with guys that don't have any shirts on and don't have very heavily armored panties either. So, close victory. I'll take that. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. We have victory. We have victory here today. We've lost 4 units there. That's not bad. That's not too bad. I knew it would be a hard fight because, like I said, Bertagalan is a tough city to take earlier on. So, what are our options? We can loot for 10k. I'm most definitely going to do that. It was loot and occupy, right? Why aren't we in there?
Thirsty for battle.
Oh, it's loading, right. Faction destroyed, hey. And now we have Bertigala. So now we can flog and trade off our supplies. We're going to have to wait, replenish, and convalesce for a little while here before continuing on.
Warriors all.
Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. I've skipped a little bit ahead after the siege of Bertigala, and I feel like it's time to push, help out, and strike against our enemies, allies' enemies. So we're going to be pushing against the Volcae, who have risen up. There's two Volcae factions there. Oh, they're not at war, but the others were. Huh. Oh, well. We're going to be pushing against the Volcae now. I thought they were enemies of Massalia. No, but it's the other faction that's risen up. Okay. But we need to take territory as quick as we can. Pushing to Tolosa. Modern day Toulouse. Obviously being a part of Gaul, we need to take it. So that's sort of weird. So the Volcae were defeated. Massalia's come in. It's rebelled. And now we're fighting against a different Volcae faction. Oh well. So be it. We have two armies in operation. Let's continue on. We got a third coming on the way as well. Massalia don't seem to be coming in and helping us, which is fine. But they seem to be quite aggressive from the off. So we're going to be able to quickly auto-resolve here. And take Tolosa. Yeah, that's why they're like grey, eh? Because they're like a barbarian faction. Another 10k, are you kidding me? Of course we're going to loot and occupy. We've got enough armies to hold the public disorder. And the faction destroyed. Sweet. Okay guys, we're going to be pushing against Narbo now. So, it looks like now we're going to be declaring war upon the Volcae. I got some defensive packs with two Iberian factions. The Canterbury and Massalia, obviously getting them before. Now, I'll join your war, because I want to get better relations with you. But I want a payment. So I'll join your war against the Volcae for 600, how about that? And they've accepted, good! We're getting better quality relations with them. So, the Volcae, who were originally in Tolosa, are incredibly weak. Because they had a rebellion, they got smacked by Massalia. We can get some mercenaries here, just to swell the ranks. Which is worth it. So let's take Narbo, another port city. We'll be able to trade, obviously, like in the West Atlantic. And now down in the Mediterranean. So, in today's episode, we've taken 3 territories. And if we can sack for another 10k, I'll be happy. Yep, and we can do. So guys, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 1 of the Total War Rome 2 DEI Divide et Impera Averni Gaulish campaign. Let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer, feedback and suggestions for the series. If you want to see more Rome 2 on the channel over the next coming weeks and months, more series, support it and I'll do more. It is as simple as that. Probably pushing north, maybe betraying Massalia is definitely on the plate. But the main objective of the series is to unite the tribes, become king of the Gauls, and then forge a barbarian Gaulish Italian kingdom. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.